Section 400.8 of the National Electrical Code prohibits the installation of cords and conduit for permanent wiring. Cords are not designed to withstand the same level of wear and tear as permanent wiring methods. When a cord is used to power a well pump, which is a permanent fixture, it can be considered a violation. The International Residential Code, or IRC, does not specifically address the installation of cords and conduit for well pumps. Section R 314.11 requires that electrical equipment be installed in a manner that minimizes the risk of damage from physical contact. The hazard presented by an exposed cord is the potential for damage from tools, creating a short circuit or electrical fire. Additionally, the cord can be a trip hazard. The best approach is to install the well pump using a permanent wiring method such as conduit or cable. This will protect the wiring from physical damage and eliminate the tripping hazard. Firstly, consider the type of cord being used. Flexible cords are designed for temporary connections and portable appliances, not for permanent installations. Using a flexible cord for a well pump creates a situation where the cord is subjected to continuous stress, environmental factors, and potential physical damage. Secondly, the conduit itself needs to be properly installed and grounded, assuming it is metallic. This ensures a safe electrical pathway in case of a fault. The conduit must be securely fastened to both the concrete slab and the house, using appropriate straps and connectors. This prevents movement and strain on the cord inside. Thirdly, the connection between the pump and the electrical system should be made inside a junction box. The junction box provides a secure and weatherproof enclosure for the electrical connections. It protects the connections from moisture, dirt, and physical damage. Fourthly, the proper grounding of the pump motor and the electrical system is essential. Grounding provides a low impedance path for fault current to return to the source, tripping the circuit breaker or fuse and preventing electrical shock. Fifthly, overcurrent protection should be sized appropriately for the pump motor. This protects the motor and the wiring from damage due to overloads or short circuits. The overcurrent protection device, either a circuit breaker or a fuse, should be sized according to the motor's nameplate ratings and the requirements of the National Electrical Code. Sixthly, consider the location of the receptacle. If the receptacle is located outdoors, it must be weatherproof and protected from the elements. A weatherproof receptacle cover should be used to prevent water from entering the receptacle and causing a short circuit. Seventhly, the use of a cord and plug connection for a well pump may not be permitted by local codes or regulations. Check with the local building department or electrical inspector to determine if a cord and plug connection is allowed in the jurisdiction. Eighthly, the conduit fill should be considered. The conduit should not be overfilled with conductors, as this can make it difficult to pull the conductors through the conduit and can also cause overheating. The National Electrical Code specifies the maximum number of conductors that are allowed in a particular size of conduit. Ninthly, the type of conduit used should be appropriate for the environment. If the conduit is exposed to sunlight, it should be made of a material that is resistant to ultraviolet radiation. If the conduit is buried underground, it should be listed for direct burial use. Tenthly, regular inspections and maintenance should be performed on the well pump and the electrical system. This includes checking for damaged wiring, loose connections, and corrosion. Any problems should be corrected immediately to prevent electrical hazards. When installing a well pump, it is important to consider the following safety precautions. Firstly, always disconnect the power before working on any electrical equipment. This prevents accidental electrical shock. Secondly, use properly insulated tools when working with electrical wiring. This helps to protect against electrical shock. Thirdly, never work on electrical equipment in wet or damp conditions. Water is a good conductor of electricity and can increase the risk of electrical shock. Fourthly, follow all applicable codes and regulations when installing electrical equipment. This ensures that the installation is safe and compliant. Fifthly, if you are not comfortable working with electrical equipment, hire a qualified electrician. A qualified electrician has the knowledge and experience to install electrical equipment safely and correctly. There are several alternatives to running a cord through conduit for a well pump. Firstly, you can install a direct burial cable from the house to the well pump. Direct burial cable is designed to be buried directly in the ground without the need for conduit. Secondly, you can install a conduit system from the house to the well pump and run individual wires through the conduit. This provides a more permanent and durable wiring solution. Thirdly, you can install a submersible pump that is designed to be installed directly in the well. Submersible pumps are typically wired directly to the electrical system and do not require a cord and plug connection. When selecting a wiring method for a well pump, it is important to consider the following factors. Firstly, the distance between the house and the well pump. Secondly, the type of soil in the area. Thirdly, the local codes and regulations. Fourthly, the budget. By considering these factors, you can choose the wiring method that is best suited for your particular situation. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, is a set of standards for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment in the United States. The NEC is updated every 3 years and is adopted by most states and local jurisdictions. The purpose of the NEC is to protect people and property from electrical hazards. The NEC covers a wide range of topics, including wiring methods, overcurrent protection, grounding, and equipment installation. It is important to be familiar with NEC if you are working with electrical wiring or equipment. The International Residential Code, or IRC, is a set of standards for the construction of 1- and 2-family dwellings. The IRC covers a wide range of topics, including building, plumbing, mechanical, and electrical systems. The purpose of the IRC is to provide a comprehensive set of standards for the safe construction of residential buildings. The IRC is updated every 3 years and is adopted by many states and local jurisdictions. It is important to be familiar with the IRC if you are building or renovating a residential building. Electrical safety is a critical consideration for any homeowner or contractor. Electricity can be dangerous if it is not handled properly. It is important to follow all applicable codes and regulations when working with electrical wiring or equipment. If you are not comfortable working with electrical equipment, hire a qualified electrician. There are several resources available to help you learn more about electrical safety. Firstly, the Electrical Safety Foundation International, or SV, is a non-profit organization that provides information and resources on electrical safety. Secondly, the National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, is a non-profit organization that develops and publishes codes and standards for fire safety and electrical safety. Thirdly, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, or OSHA, is a federal agency that sets and enforces standards for workplace safety. By taking the time to learn about electrical safety, you can help to protect yourself and your family from electrical hazards. When it comes to well pump installations, it is essential to prioritize safety and compliance with electrical codes. While a cord and plug connection might seem like a convenient solution, it can introduce potential hazards if not done correctly. The use of conduit to protect a cord is a step in the right direction, but it's not a substitute for a proper permanent wiring method. A properly installed wiring system ensures that the well pump operates safely and reliably, reducing the risk of electrical shock, fire, and equipment damage. Therefore, consult with a qualified electrician to assess the specific requirements of your well pump installation and determine the best wiring method to meet those needs. Remember that electrical codes are in place for a reason, and adhering to them is crucial for the safety of everyone involved.